Yeah, I just want to say congrats to Oregon. Incredible, hard-fought game. Obviously, you don't want to be on this side of it, especially in the World Series. But to our team, just super proud of them. Proud of the season. It was special, the run that we had, the growth that we made throughout the entire year. I think, if I remember right, people picked us to finish second to last in preseason conference, and I think we embodied every part of what it means to be a team and continued to get better throughout the entire season and played our best when it mattered the most and had different people step up in different moments. And so incredible group of seniors, 11 of them that we say goodbye to, but them along with our whole team left a legacy at Ole Miss that will be obviously remembered and celebrated for years to come. So proud that I got to coach this group, proud to be part of the journey, and proud of the legacy that they left behind, not just on the field, but who they are and the culture that we had.
Okay, questions for players? Okay, we go front row right.
Brady Brennan, Softball America. Just Lexi, I know that you guys have said, like, kind of on social media, like, why you stayed and stuff. Just how has that ride been this year, and just with all the newcomers that came in and the culture you guys kind of built in this whole season?
Yeah, just shows that commitment and hard work pays off. I think me and the other returners are proof of that. You know, we last year didn't have the year we wanted, but there's nothing else another path I would have wanted to take other than to, finish my career here and with these group of people. So I don't know, I'm just proud of my commitment, but the commitment for the coaches to us, they continue to prove over and over again why we should have stayed. And obviously it pays off. I think the story speaks for itself.
Question. Okay, front row left.
James Creppy of the Oregonian. Lexi, what made grind effective tonight against you guys as a whole? I believe it was 2 of 14 runners in scoring position against her. Obviously, there was a game-tying hit, no doubt, but what made her effective even as she re-entered and got up to the 140-pitch mark?
Yeah, as all great pitchers do, she continued to hit her spots really well. She made us make adjustments that we made them here and there, but I don't think that's definitely where we could have improved. But she just attacked zones and stayed there until we made an adjustment.
Okay, second row left.
Nathan Geese, Avalanche Journal. For both of the players, can you just kind of take me through what you guys are saying going into that seventh to get that comeback, and then for Jamie to come through the way she did in that situation?
I just think it makes sense. It's how we've been all year. Why take the easy way? So there was a lot of confidence in our dugout. Even through the whole game, it felt that we could win at any point. So I know that there was a little bit of emotions going on in the dugout, but there was still complete confidence, and we knew that it takes one batter, and Jamie's done a great job all year in any pinch role she's had, so we had a lot of confidence that she'd put her best swing off, and she was doing it for the team behind her.
I agree with Lexi. Jam has been great, a pinch hitter and a great teammate, and we all knew she was going to come through big for us.
More questions for players? Okay, thank you, players. You're dismissed.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, you can take this.
Take this time.
Questions for Coach? Okay, we got second row on the left here.
Yeah, just kind of similar to conversations lead up to that seventh inning, and then the decision to put Jamie in that spot and just see her deliver in the moment when you desperately needed it.
Yeah, we kind of just kept feeding them a little bit like, hey, let's stack a couple things on top of each other. You're one swing away. Had some competitive plate appearances, some hard hit balls, and just try to keep feeding them to stay in this. And it was like, it's not easy to close, especially in this environment. So, and obviously they came through, stacked a couple things together. Jamie's had some huge performances, probably the last 6 weeks in different moments, and I'm almost positive she's gotten a hit in almost like probably 75% of her opportunities in big moments. And so great timing for her. I mean, what a big moment. First at bat of the World Series and in any capacity to come up with that hit. So proud of the fight that we had and sent it in extra innings, and just always comes down to one or two plays, and they forced us into a couple probably mistakes, but Lindsay did a great job competing too, and I think they called a really good game because they flipped that a little bit. Maybe started leads with some change-ups, in the latter half of the game too, and throwing mostly down. So it was a tough puzzle to crack, but I'm proud of the fight that we had. We had our chances. It just the ball didn't bounce our way this time.
Okay, we go front row right.
Brady Brennan, Softball America. Just adding Aaliyah in December, just how much did that really change the trajectory for this whole season, having her?
Huge, it took everybody on our team to be able to get here, and obviously people were in different roles, and what a big role for her too, especially as a pitcher and a hitter and really a defender too, as a three-way player. So she's definitely saved her best for last, and she's had a great season for us, but the last couple of weeks offensively and pitching wise were her best performances, and no doubt she's a big reason why we're here.
Okay, we go front row left.
Willie Gillespie, OU Daily. Despite the clock striking midnight, I was over in your fan base section there, and the excitement and the emotion was palpable. How was it like playing in Devon Park, and what would you say to the fans that traveled all the way from Oxford?
Thank you. We had 30 to 50 alumni here that traveled here to be part of this, and they are part of this, So we get to be in Oklahoma City, but we come from the work and the path that the players and the other people and the coaches, laid before us, the ground they laid before us. And so to our families, to our friends, the support we had here in the stadium, but across the country, can't tell you how much it means to all of us to have the support. And we heard them. They were loud. And they told us they were going to. We had our alumni come and speak to our team earlier, and they did an incredible job. And we felt like, it's that saying, we come as one when we stand as 10,000. I think that kind of sums up how we feel.
Okay, we go second row left.
Coach Noah Ram with the Gainesville Sun. Just talk about, you mentioned you guys picked to finish second to last in the SEC, and now you were this, fourth best team standing here. Just how exciting is that, I guess, for the future, within the conference, nationally, what you guys did this season?
Yeah, just proud of the group. It's fun to prove people right. It's fun to prove them wrong. But in the end of the day, like the journey, the conversations in our locker room, the development we had, the experiences we shared, the growth, the adversity we went through, the lessons learned made us really battle tested, and a really relentless and resilient team that had a ton of pride in their fight. A gritty, fun team to watch that was competitive, that embodied the word team, supported each other, empowered each other, found different ways to win. Just came up a little bit short, but I'm proud of where we started and where we finished, and with so many new pieces, to do it in 1 year, it was pretty special.
Okay, we go front row left.
James Kreppe with the Oregonian. Jamie, you touched on a little bit there with Grind and what made her effective, but particularly as the game went on and the pitch count was going up, what was making her so effective in those high leverage spots?
Yeah, just she was still in the zone. Lexi said it. I think she was hitting her spots pretty good. I think they did a good job pitch calling because they went back down and mixed in some different off speeds and in some of those counts where they led with it or finished with it just to keep us off balance. And it's a tough pitcher to square up, but we did. They made plays, and so one swing away, I think we had a couple people on, and whatever inning that was, and she mixed, I think, back-to-back changeups on Lair and got her a little bit out front, a little early on that to get out of that inning. So good pitcher, had good command today, up and down and mixed speeds, and could throw it on different counts. It could throw it for a strike or expand the zone.
Okay, we'll go third row to right. Justin.
Justin McLeod from D1 Softball. Obviously, Jamie's pinch hit tonight is the one of the stories of tonight, but that's something you guys have done really well all year, is people just stepping up. Like I think of Taylor Roman last week with that double against Arkansas. Can you kind of give me a little insight into the decision-making process there? Because it has worked so well for you guys so many times through the course of the entire year.
We, obviously at this stage, your hitters really well and who hits up and down or what are good matchups, and sometimes saving kids or for different moments. And so I think Jamie's has been lately she's used in different roles, but kind of that person, if there's something on the line, then she's probably a person that we want to insert late in the game. That's been her role a little bit. And Taylor Roman, just with her swing path, is a good matchup for, people that throw up in the zone. So, we have a lot of conversations on the front end, and Aaron Earlywine, who's coaching third, makes a lot of our offensive decisions in the moment for what he feels. And obviously we kind of know what's going on between innings and talk about that. But Aaron does a great job of managing the offense. Obviously he's the lead offensive coordinator and kind of the holistic strategy. But we've had a lot of hitters come up in big moments too, and Jamie's done that the last probably 6 weeks or so.
Okay, the last one will come from Zoom from Eric Lopez.
Yeah, Eric Lopez, D1 softball. Coach, when you look back at this season and what you've built there, what are you going to think about and remember for future years?
I don't know if it's one thing, just how hard it was. And I love things that are hard. Not a glutton for punishment by any means, but just how hard it was. And people doubted us. They, didn't give. We had to prove ourselves along the way. And it's hard to do that, especially at this level in this conference, to kind of go over and over again. So winning on the road in some hostile environments, getting here, having some huge moments for our program, 11 players and super seniors in our class, and 16 newcomers plus new coaching staff, so many new pieces. So to be able to accomplish what we did and do it together, and it was a blast. We have a lot of personality on our team. So besides the journey that we were on and the wins that we had, it was a blast every single day, the entire year, to show up to practice. They made it fun to show up. They were bought in, they were invested, and it was a hell of a journey, I can tell you that.
All right, then wrap things up. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Have a good rest of the week.